Introducing the one, wow, and only Matt and Joseph.
Welcome to our show. My name's Matt. I'm real into football.
My name's Josh, and I'm really good at hide and seek.
Oh, there you are. Couldn't find you.
Well, it's great to be on the Matt and Joe show. It's such an honour. Of course, we don't want to waste your time, so we're going to jump right into it. We have some questions that we would like to ask you, and we just hope that you're willing to answer.
Of course, definitely.
So what are ways you have given back to the school or the community?
Yeah, so it's just, I really enjoy trying to give back to the school because it just makes you feel good. And ways that I've been giving back to the school.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
What are ways you have given back to the school community?
Well, I left school 6 years ago, and kind of the school did a lot for me in terms of sport, in terms of education. So it was really important for me to be able to give back to the school. And the way in which I did that was through coaching. There was a need in terms of basketball coaching. I'm really passionate about the sport, so I was kind of there to be someone to fill in that hole, and then just was present, coaching, supporting a lot of other people that kind of came up playing the sport, and that's how I've been able to give back to my school community.
Nice, Josh. When I left school 3 years ago, from High, they needed a school coach, a basketball coach, so I ended up coaching there. But then also Headstown College, they asked me to coach their girls basketball a few years ago, and juniors and then I did seniors as well, which was awesome, and I just loved it, and also was able to coach their first ever football as well because they needed a coach. So similar to Josh in that there was a need there, and they asked if I was able to do it, and if I didn't do it, they might not have been able to be a team. So it was just a great way to be able to serve that community and that school, and all those schools by coaching.
Mean. So why is it important to give back to your school or your community?
Yeah, I reckon it's important because I think it's a really good thing to do. Mainly because I can imagine all of us can remember different people in our lives, whether they're coaches or just people that have helped us. And so if we're able to go and help other people, I think it's a really good thing to be able to do that. And helping others is such an awesome thing. And so I believe that when you can use your gifts to help others, it's just going to help the school and help the community to be a better place. So that's why I believe it's pretty important.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I think being able to give back is like one of the reasons and ways that we make community. So with people volunteering their time and going back and supporting the groups that they were supported by, that kind of creates the cycle of being able to help people and be able to encourage people in the way that we were. Like I said before, like a lot was done for me at my school in terms of things like sports. So being able to then help do that for others, I think that's really important and really key, because similar to what you said, if it hadn't been done for me, it wouldn't be able to be, I wouldn't be where I'm at, and just I think I'm able to add a lot of value in that way. And I also think, it helps others see a positive thing to do, which then encourages them to do the same thing. So it really creates like a really positive cycle, which I think is really good.
Oh, those are such good answers. Our next question, and this is our final question, how can young people give back to their schools or their communities?
Can we go first? you gonna get?
Well, I'd say you could do similar stuff to like Josh and I did. Well, what you could do, you could coach like we did as well, and I think that's an awesome way to get back to the community. Also, like I think there's a lot of things you can do within sport. Obviously, Ignite Sport, we do a lot of stuff with involved sport. There's refereeing, there's school benching, like in basketball, and all sorts of other things. But you can also just be like a senior player on your team, be a positive influence, and try to just make whatever part of the community you're in just a really enjoyable and positive place to be.
Yeah, nice. The cool thing about the group that you guys are part of, you guys are all leaders in different ways, which is awesome. So by being a real positive leader is such a important way that you can impact your community and your school. So I hope that you guys have kind of been already doing that this year. I'm sure you have been, because we know you and you guys are pretty awesome. So hopefully you can finish the term really strong by doing that. But also just like we like to say at Ignite, just being yourself is so important. And you be yourself, you can really influence others. And so yeah, just by encouraging your friends to do good things, or yeah, like I hope that people will be able to do that. So yeah,
Great answer.
I think great. Thanks.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to the Matt and Joe show. Check us out on LinkedIn and on MySpace at.
We just hope this has been a valuable listen for you guys, and hope that we've been able to inspire you to serve in your community, because it's such an awesome thing to do, and the community in your school is only going to be more richer by if you guys are able to serve and help out. So yeah, good luck, and looking forward to seeing what you guys are going to achieve.
Awesome.